one of the things that I do want to mention, just not really on the Holiday House, but
Mm.
it is related to games,
Okay.
is that you probably haven't seen this, but it's the Avengers game for the Xbox and PlayStation.
I think I might have seen it. Yeah, I've heard about that briefly. You'd probably know more about it than me. You'd be more following it.
Yeah, I'm I'm following it more than you, but I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But like the look in the first trailer, everyone was going crazy berserk about it.
Mm.
So there was jokes about Black Widow looking like Lord Farquaad from Shrek, and there was kind of jokes about Captain America having like this really badly beard happening,
Alright. Yeah,
and this like
right.
really terrible hair on Thor and beard,
Yeah, right.
and like so they redesigned it, and I think it actually looks a little bit better.
I think it looks better. Is
And
that good? Is that a controversial opinion, Jack?
no, like actually, like the first designs, the internet was going crazy like they always do,
Yeah.
and yet the new design comes out kind of like Sonic, and was like, well, that actually looks a tons more better.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
just crazy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
meant to be in the same universe as the PlayStation Spider-Man game.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that game wasn't too bad, was it?
Well, I haven't played it. I've heard from Harry Tuffrey that he's played with his cousin, and it's actually quite good. I
Yeah,
just don't
right.
have a console to play it, or I don't have a friend that
Has it?
has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't either.
yeah. It's
Don't plan on getting
because
a
I always want to
PlayStation.
play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
The I want to get the PlayStation just for that game because no one else I know has it.
Yeah,
Well, maybe Lucky Bloke might have it. I'm not sure,
but I doubt he'd let you
but
play it.
yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't let me.
Um,
He wouldn't
yeah,
let you.
probably not.
But no, there's a lot of, yeah, no, the Spider-Man game's good, so if it ends up like that, that'll be insane.
Which I'm actually trying to save up for the game, which I've actually have over $100 in my bank account, so I can probably get it
Ooh, damn.
for my brother's Xbox One because I already have an installed game and Injustice 2 on that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I just need to try and organize Harry because he doesn't allow me to play those games on his console.
Alright. Hmm.
And it's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, the internet's just crazy.
Do you keep up with current like affairs and stuff like that, like world stuff? I guess you sort of have to with the corona.
Yeah, some of the stuff, definitely with the coronavirus I have.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, right. Anything else that you like keep up?
Um,
Like, do you like look at news often?
News, not always, but I have recently with the coronavirus and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I normally look at it a lot, which
so
is yeah.
what's new other than the coronavirus?
Huh? Well,
Coronavirus.
I mostly look at like a bit of political stuff, so because that just interests me. It doesn't interest everyone. Just personally, I I find it well not fun, but like oh yeah, enjoyable.
The political stuff, that's like the Parliament House stuff, isn't it?
No, not always. It's more like little independent sites. So there's one website which I think a lot of people should be getting the news for. Is Independent Australian. I'll look up just independentaustralia.net. They're a really good website for they're really good websites for that is a really good website
Okay.
personally. Um, and also I think it's michaelwest.com.au. He does some good stuff. That stuff's more a lot like economic. So it's like tax dodges.
Yeah, because the politics, like, I
See
know.
who's ripping off the public.
Yeah, exactly. And I know a little bit about the politics. I don't know much. I know some because obviously I told you this before, but my grandpa used to be
Yes, I'm
in
really
Parliament.
surprised by that.
Still have a lot of his paper where it has the blue up top and has his picture and it says John Price and his signature down the bottom of the paper.
Yeah.
So I have piles of that stuff, and I
He's still alive,
showed
is he?
live. Newcastle.
What?
Down Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in Newcastle, and
Oh yeah.
like I showed you the photo. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was staying next to two of the guys from Parliament, and
Like I looked
that
him up before. I remember looking him up. He did serve for Newcastle. I forgot what time he was a MP for. Because I think he was all I remember is that he was a Labour MP for like Newcastle, which is a pretty safe Labour seat. What was his first name again? I'm just gonna look him up.
John.
Yeah.
John Price. Website, I think it was like
New
a
South
Wikipedia
Wales
or something
politician. Yeah, no, he was in New South Wales Parliament, I think. Yeah, no.
And he was in Parliament, yeah.
Yeah, he was part of the Labour Party. He was part of. Yeah, he retired in 2007.
Yes. Okay, so that's the year
Mm.
that me and my family, well, my dad's side of the family, went down to Newcastle to obviously meet up with him and my grandma, which
So
is.
he was in government for quite a bit of time.
Yeah, he was, and when it was around that time, so of course he was retiring, so we went down.
He was a member for
And they
Maitland.
did a whole. Yeah.
And he was also a member for Waratah, which is like Newcastle.
Yeah, and he obviously they had a whole speech for him.
Damn.
And they also had a.
He's got the title The Honourable.
Yeah, like he got a reward that day. I think that might be it actually, and a huge someone paying him a portrait of him.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, and he was actually kind of sitting down, like kind of lying down with like this big robe on him, and it was actually kind of crazy and kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
And then, yeah, so then we got to start. Then the family started talking to the Parliament and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
The other time, which I really remember, something like. Yeah. Last time I remember something like that happening was that when we were in year 6, Sean, and we went to Parliament House.
Yeah. I wasn't into it all back then. It's been a recent thing for me. No, that's very interesting.
That excursion though was still cool.
Yeah, I find that amazing. That your grandpa was the MP in New South Wales Parliament. That's pretty mad.
It's ridiculous, really.
Yeah. No, I find that pretty cool, actually.
And now he's on dialysis.
Oh. Okay.
You know what that is, don't you, or don't you? You know what dialysis is or no?
I think I know. I think I might remember. Oh yeah, no, I do know what it is. I do know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't necessarily want to explain it to everyone because it's very confusing.
Yeah, no, I know what it is. I know what it's about.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not Yeah.
trying not to let the old people die.
Yes, some people who have kidney problems, but maybe not go on to that topic.
Oh, I meant because of the coronavirus.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, coronavirus. That's actually. Oh yeah, shit. If they. Ooh.
Yeah, so because like I remember Brendan telling me that we have at least 2% of dying
Wait,
percentage of dying.
what do you mean by that? Like, there's a death rate of 2%, like 2% of people die.
The 2% that were most
That get
likely
it.
to die. It's a very low percentage. For very young people,
For very young people, it's super low, but that doesn't mean that we're invincible to it.
yeah, but
Especially if
with old people,
if
they're
you
gonna die
yeah,
because of this coronavirus.
mostly because coronavirus also lets in the door to other like health complications, like other diseases, and
Yeah,
a young person's body's going to be more able to fight it than something like an older person. Um, and also a lot of people with like respiratory, so like breathing issues, so like asthma and like pneumonia and like chest issues, they're at high risk as well because it causes more problems in the lungs and that, which is just not good. So
yeah.
it's a serious thing, but like,
And that's why we're nervous about my
but I don't think,
grandpa and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah, especially since he's in an urban area too. In Tamworth,
Yeah.
here we've only got like one case, and that's
Yeah,
about it.
which that's kind of like not really
And it was from that
shocking.
cruise ship that got let in after they said all the no boats would come in. I mean,
I
for a
actually heard
government,
something like that
for
recently,
yeah,
actually.
for a string of government that got in with the whole line of stop the boats, they're sure not doing a lot of that now.
Yeah, exactly. And like
The one
the
boat that actually
whole
mattered because it had like 100 people
yeah,
with coronavirus on it, and one of them
and
came to Tamworth.
and that's crazy to me because like
Yeah,
well
it's
actually we all know that we were getting it anyway.
oh yeah, it was more. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when, like when it was going to come.
Yeah, because I know that some of uh friends of dad's, which I'm friends with them through dad because he works with them,
Yeah, yeah.
but they work at the uh, University of Newcastle behind McCarthy
Or
there.
like the health thing there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they like, because some of them are doctors,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not like legit doctors, but
Like
doctors in different
students.
areas. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and went there with Impy and some other guys for an excursion there.
Yeah.
Which I think you guys actually told me that you yelled out to my dad. I
Yeah.
think.
I went last year to that thing. And
Yeah,
yeah, your dad went on something and I was like, yeah. I was pumped.
yeah, that was funny because I heard that. I don't know who told me. Maybe it was you, but
Yeah.
I know someone did tell me. But
Yeah.
yeah, like just trying to protect these all these people from trying to get sickness, especially me and some other people in my family that have problems.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no.
Like not me because I have physical problems. I just have mental problems.
Yeah. No,
'Cause
it's
I
more
have
people.
like
Yeah.
yeah, because I have like seizures and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
No,
I
I don't
get
think.
those
I don't think that.
from
But I don't think you'd more
yeah,
die from that. It'd be more people with like chest issues because then it means they can't breathe. Not
yeah.
downplaying the problem, like the situation you're in, but like, it's still like there's a lot of people that are at risk.
I was only saying me because that my seizures normally come from like different diseases,
Yeah,
and the diseases. This is why a few days ago, Mum was like, "Yeah, no, stop going by Aldi on your way home from the girls' school."
Yeah, you're on lockdown.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, okay." And sure
My
enough, I did it once. I did anyway.
Yeah. Well, I went down to Aldi actually, yeah. On Sunday, I think, with Declan. And also to get a halal snack pack at the kebab place in there. But my mum was really pissed that we left the house and went to that place because she's sort of put this whole house on lockdown, sort of. Like we're allowed to leave, but like, we aren't really. Like if I wanted to go to school in the past week, I could have. I didn't. Um, but it was just they because like they're health professionals, or at least former, with mum's case. Well, she still sort of is, but they're just like they know, they get all the information on how like bad it is, so they're like, ooh, maybe not. So they've like put us all at home. We're not allowed to leave. It's yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a real big thing.
exactly.
It's not like we can leave
Yeah.
anyway because we're all too lazy to walk, and we don't have
Yeah.
a car that
Yeah.
James can legally drive.
But school's more fun on the computer anyway.
Personally, I'd prefer it to be like one day you're at school, one day you're at home.
Yeah.
I
Just
know,
kind of
like,
like do the whole backwards
I
and
know
forth.
I know it's not even with that, but it makes sure you're still in a routine. It makes sure you still get like the socialization, or have it
Yeah.
like half of the school there one way, half there the other day. But not like half of year sevens there one day. Like have like say like year 7 and 9 say one day, and then have like year 8 and 10 the other day, and then like the alternating with the year 11, 12.
Yeah, that.
I reckon that'd be not too bad of an idea.
Yeah.
Although it still doesn't really reduce the spread. So if we're going off there, like that's just like preference. But I still no, just based on the health issues given, staying at home is the best way forward. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
exactly.
I do say that after I just complained about it.
Yeah, well, the complaint, well, not really complaining, but the best part about it is that during your freeze you can do whatever you want. You can just put on some TV, which you can't do at school.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's not too bad. I will say that. I have been
at
doing
least,
a lot less work, but a lot more of my assessments.
yeah, exactly, and like especially through Zoom, there's just something about it that like makes it more, I guess,
It's
more
so
fun
awkward.
and funny.
It's so awkward. I love it.
Yeah, there's just something about that makes it funny as hell.
So bad.
Yeah, it was funny because yesterday we were in our drama Zoom and
Oh no. That'd be horrid.
crazy. It was hilarious as hell, and like, which like Fisher was of course explaining something, and Nicole was being silly, and
Jeez.
then Fisher was like, "Okay, Nicole, I'm kicking you off," and then he did,
Yeah,
which
right.
was funny as hell. Which because her and Angus were in the same room, so you could just hear her pissed off from Angus's scream.
Oh yes.
Funny as hell. And then he Fletcher left for some reason. Left Angus as the host,
Mm.
and then we were just going through our virtual backgrounds, and that was funny as hell. Which like
Oh,
yeah,
the green screens. Oh, I love
there's
it.
something about it. Like not a lot of it is very good, but
Yeah.
like I know that Miles had this picture where like it was two black kids and one of the kids had a gun holding up to the other one.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
It's just like, oh my
Don't
god.
trust any but trust nobody, not even yourself. That photo. I love
Yeah,
it.
which the only photo I put up there, I put on it was funny because I put up the
Yeah.
Baywatch one.
Oh
I had a
yeah.
Baywatch photo, and sure enough, the next thing is that my screen's full with this Baywatch photo, and then Brooks is like, "All right, who had the Baywatch photo?" And I
Wait,
was
who
like,
said that?
"Bullock,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." Like, seriously? Hell.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I was in a Zoom call this afternoon, and it's kind of funny with all the. I think once in it was in English, extension English. Saf had one of those ones where it's just a person like facing the screen, straight
Oh
on.
yeah.
And Mr. Chang was like, "Boosh."
No, I wanted to bring up was was uh Fox and Deadpool and the X-Men and the Fantastic Four going into the MCU.
Mhm.
Because I think, especially bring Deadpool into the MCU, you could
Wasn't
actually have a
he?
lot of
Was he already
funny
in it,
moments.
or was he? I'm not sure if he was already in it.
No, that was the X-Men universe. That was like
Oh
Fox.
yeah, shit.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to bring back Hugh Jackman.
You reckon?
I think that's what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not complaining if that happens.
Yeah, like it's totally fine. Like I haven't seen all the X-Men films, but I've seen the first one and
I've
I
seen
love
most
Hugh
of them.
Jackman.
I've
Yeah,
seen a
I
few of them.
haven't like yeah, I have pretty much all of them except for the recent ones.
Yeah.
But I have most of them are up to Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched all of them, but like I was like, oh my god, I gotta see these just because Hugh Jackman's in them. But like yeah. Like I've only know it from one movie and that's the Flintstones.
Yeah, right.
And Catwoman, but I haven't seen Catwoman, but
Yeah. Well, I reckon. No, not too bad. It could bring some potential, but it could also just flop hard.
well, I think with excess, well, probably not Fantastic Four because that's not successful, but especially with the early X-Men films and the two Deadpool films that we already have,
Yeah.
it's going to be funny to bring, especially Deadpool into it because then you can have, because I know that in some of the comics, I think him and Spider-Man have like a back and forth relationship.
Yeah.
I think that would actually
That'd
be
make a bit of
very
sense.
funny.
Oh yeah. See that out in the
So, like,
screenplay.
Yeah, which like I think having Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland would actually be very funny.
Nah, Toby
Ryan
Maguire,
Reynolds
man.
is still down for Deadpool, so